It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we've got a showdown in the AFC South. It's the Houston Texans and the Indianapolis Colts, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League finds us in the Hoosier State at Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. So good to have you on board with us. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson here in the booth. Greg, in this league, you know it, you lived it. Undergoing a changing of the guard at the quarterback position sometimes can be traumatic, but a lot of times it leads to hope. We've got a couple of teams here with young signal callers looking towards the future.
And you know the old saying, Mike, in the NFL, it is truer than ever. If you have a quarterback, you have a chance. And here we have two teams that feel like they have that quarterback position of the future settled. There's going to be some growing pains. There's going to be some moments where that youth rears its head. But over the long term, both these organizations feel like they have an answer at the most critical position in all of sports.
About ready to get this one started. Amy Fairbairn ready to kick it off. Off we go from downtown Indianapolis. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Colts offense going to take the field here for the first time. Led by their man at quarterback out of the University of Florida, it's Anthony Richardson.
Mike, when you look around the league, there's just not a lot of quarterbacks that look and can play to the style of Anthony Richardson. He can make every throw on the field. He's big. He can run for power, run with speed. As he continues to iron out some of those flaws from coming out of college, he lost his rookie season to injury. Here in year two, I wouldn't be shocked by year end if he's a household name.
They'll go play action. It's Richardson. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down. That's a gain of 14 and a first down.
This is why the timing of these routes is so critical. If that ball is thrown a little bit later, he's unable to keep his feet in bounds, but instead the quarterback is on time and accurate, and the receiver does a nice job not only securing the catch, but ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
Here's a 2nd and 6. They go right back to Taylor. Taylor a first down and more. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
Zone read, it's a give to Taylor. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's 2nd down.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
On 2nd down, Richardson. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple, and sets up 3rd down.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
3rd and 9. From the gun, Richardson. And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
And this is as good as you can possibly get. It's out of bounds, and it's marked right at the 1-yard line. Well done. The Houston offense heading out to the field for the first time. They're led by the NFL's Offensive Rookie of the Year in 2023. From Ohio State, it's C.J. Stroud.
The coaches spend all week, Mike, drafting up their opening script. These are the plays that they feel the best with to not only attack the defense early, but try to get an idea of what sort of matchups they're going to see throughout the course of the game. Now, all of that is thrown out the window. None of the plays take into account snapping it this close to your own goal line. They've got to try to get themselves some breathing room, pick up a first down or two. That will allow them to get back on track, executing the rest of that opening script.
Here's 2nd and 9. Again, they'll give it to Mixon. And he'll pick his way forward, a gain of about 5. And that's going to set up 3rd down. Throwing is Stroud. They try to work the screen with Mixon. Trying to find some seam out there, but he will not. They get him behind the line, and 4th down is coming up.
Even though they gave up that last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, put them in a tough 3rd down situation, and now it brings up 4th down, and looks like they're going to get off the field.
On the return is Gould. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The Colts offense ready now for their 2nd drive. They'll start with a short field, looking for the first points of this contest. And they'll begin 1st and 10. Off the zone read, this is Richardson. The ball comes out. The Texans have it.
You know, it's amazing, Mike, that guys still end up fumbling the ball because I can tell you from experience, the first 15 minutes of every offensive practice is ball security circuit, and that could be a combination of multiple things. How to go to the ground without getting loose to the ball, almost like the art of falling. It could be running over bags or through bags as guys take swats at the ball trying to knock it out. There are so many ways to simulate what the game is like because at the end of the day, if you want to win in the NFL, protecting the ball is the #1 priority, and it cannot be stressed enough.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground, and here's Mixon. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
They'll go right back to Mixon. And he'll gain about 6 there as it's up past the 35-yard line. Here's 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. Open man is Mechie. He's got it. They get 10 yards on the hook up there. 1st down for Houston. So a big 3rd down hookup takes us to the break. What will the 2nd quarter have in store? We'll come back to Indianapolis in a moment. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. On the option, they give it to Mixon. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
Number one rule of run blocking for the offensive line is you don't want to allow penetration. It just doesn't give your running back any angles to cut and find the hole. It's exactly how it played out here. They've got to do a better job holding the line of scrimmage and not getting pushed back.
A second down throw for Stroud. To the right side, and Kurt's got it. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? From the gun, here's Stroud. That one on target with Kirk. They've got it. 12 yards on that hookup. It's good for a Texans first down.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
They will work the middle with Mixon. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling.
And they're going to get this all the way down inside.
Time you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
Trying to create some space, but will not find much. He'll get a yard. They'll mark it at the 3. The ball a little closer now. It is 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Mixon. And he's going the wrong way. Dropped back at the 7.
It makes sense on 2nd and goal, Mike, to keep this ball on the ground. You always have 3rd down again to finally punch it in. But now after the defense forces you backwards, I think you have to consider putting this one in the air here on 3rd and goal.
From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Stroud. And he'll take it on in. Dalton Schultz. Touchdown, Texans.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their 2nd possession.
Now Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Texans will take a 7-0 lead. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. Anthony Gould now to return. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Colts offense getting set to get back to work. They'll be hoping to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 our score as this drive begins with a first down. Out of a shotgun, Richardson. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. In a 7-0 game. We'll come back to Indianapolis after this. A second down throw for Richardson. It's to the left side and taken in by Downs. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
That's 13 more on that play, and quickly another first down. Throwing is Richardson. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
He'll get it inside the 20. And he's going to be taken down. Now the Colts will use the first of their timeouts. It'll come with 36 ticks left on the first half clock. They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. Here's Richardson. Going over the middle and taken in by Pittman. Timeout, Indianapolis. That is their second, as they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Richardson operating from... Oh, no chance there. Under a heavy rush, he goes down.
And that's a big-time play. It felt like they really needed it, Mike. That was a drive where the offense seemed to be in complete control. Anytime on the defense where you find yourself on your heels, you're giving up big plays, you're giving up fresh set of downs, you need a spark. You need something to change the momentum of the drive, and we'll see.
The pressure gets there again, and again he goes down. The Colts now going to send out their field goal unit. This one will be from 37 yards out. That one is good. And the Colts are on the board just before halftime. So we've reached the intermission here in a low-scoring game. 7-3 is our score. As we'll send you down to Orlando now, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Michael, thanks very much. And with that, we welcome you all into our EA Sports studios. This is the Halftime Report. These two teams ready for the second half, and so are we. So let's get you back out to Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand in this second half. About to get started. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. Braxton Berrios now to bring it back. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Texans offense going to have the first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. Here's Mixon. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Schultz is the motion man. Off the play fake. Here's Stroud. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line.
Linebacker certainly wasn't fooled on that play. Not only does he get there in a hurry, but he's able to secure that tackle and bring him down for a loss.
Here comes 3rd and 6. To throw is Stroud. This is caught. He got the connection to Collins. 17 yards on that play. 1st down for Houston.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
They'll run on 1st down with Mixon. He'll move the pile forward. Let's give him a couple. He's tackled there by Kwity Paye. Second down and 8. Here's a give up the middle to Mixon. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down. Stroud. Open man, right side. He's got it. 11 yards on the connection there. It's good for a Texans 1st down.
I'd like to see them do a better job here the rest of the game, Mike, just disguising the coverage from the pre-snap look to the post-snap look. And what I mean is, when you have a quarterback at this level and what they see before the ball's in their hands is the exact same thing they see once they do get the ball, everything is just so much easier for them to process. Change the look, change the coverages, move your safeties. Make the quarterback have to process with the ball in his hand.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Now, Stroud. The throw on the run is complete. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line.
You can't run plays like this, Mike, if you don't have incredible pass protection. I mean, he started on the left side of the formation, and look how far he had to go across the field before that ball was caught. That's going to take time. That's going to take a lot of trust in that quarterback, in his protectors, to know he can stand tall in that pocket and wait for his receiver to break open.
The defense all over the little quick pass attempt, and they run him down for no gain on that one.
Well, you could tell that the defense had seen that play on game tape, and they were ready for it. They tried to do a little jet sweep, pop pass out of the gun. Defense was all over it. Nowhere to go, no gain.
Throwing on 2nd down, Stroud. He'll go right back to Kirk again. It's complete. And the Texans have got a 1st and goal coming up. He's out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Gain of 12 and a 1st down.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now, this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone.
And he's in. Christian Kirk. Touchdown, Houston. Now Fairbairn for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Texans extend their advantage to 14-3. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. Here's Gould on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. They'll start this on the ground. It's Taylor. Running room hard to come by as he'll get ahead for a yard. That's Henry To'o on the tackle. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Here's a 2nd and 9. Richardson to throw. He'll look deep for Pittman. That one knocked away. It is incomplete. Very good job defensively. Stayed right with him and will bring up 3rd down.
Can't exactly put my finger on it, but it just seems like this entire game, like this passing game and this quarterback specifically, they've just been off. And whether it's missing these big shots downfield like he did there or just simple underneath layups, there's just something about him today that doesn't look right. And I think it's a big part of the reason they find themselves trailing here in the 4th quarter. I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
They'll run for it. It's Taylor. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down. They find a way to convert on 4th and 10.
Little test of wills up front, huh, Mike? I mean, who wanted this one more? Who would get off the line quicker? Who would drive the other side backwards? Pretty impressive that not only are they the ones that won the battle, the defense knew what was coming and still couldn't stop it.
Richardson to throw here on 1st and 10. And this one is caught by Pierce. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. From the gun, Richardson. A throw left side, going to be intercepted. Picked off by the rookie out of Georgia. And the Texans are going to have it. They'll take over at their own 24-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You've got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
The Houston offense going to make their way back onto the field. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with 1st down. Here's Stroud. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath. Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. Stroud going to tuck this one on his own read. And maybe the quarterback should have given that one away. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but that's all.
Well, nothing doing here, Mike. And the key to stopping that on defense is you have to get them before they have a chance to get going. And that's exactly what they're able to do here. No gain, force the 4th down.
The Texans getting all set to punt as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. The Colts offense and Anthony Richardson getting ready for their next drive. And he has had all sorts of trouble in this one. Your quarterback has to take care of the ball, and he has not. Turning it over in the air, turning it over as a fumbler. You just cannot win football games in this league when the quarterback's giving the defense the ball. And that's what he's done in this one. Here's 1st and 10. Now Richardson. He'll look deep for Pittman. And that is caught. Well, he stayed in bounds. A terrific catch. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 42 yards. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning remain as we get set for 1st and 10. Richardson. That one complete to Pierce. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
Mike, you've heard me say it 1,000 times. The easiest down to throw the ball in the NFL is 1st down. I hate when teams wait till later in the possession to throw the ball. So early 1st down completion, you're on the plus side of the field. Now you're thinking strike. Touchdown, field goal. But either way, I'm coming away with points.
And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. Now, 2nd and 4. They'll drop to throw. And that one is complete along the boundary. Good job of getting those feet in bounds.
The best guys I've been around, Mike, they have a sense where they can see the ball, but they can feel the sideline. And that's kind of an innate sense that these guys have that allows them to concentrate and secure the catch and ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
From the gun on third down, Richardson to the goal line and in. Touchdown, Colts.
Well, that was step one. The offense did their job, get this thing back within one possession, so they're still alive. But now they've got to find a way to get a little bit of luck and find a way to get the ball back, and it's not going to be easy.
So, certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a two-point conversion. They'll go with Taylor, and he will get into the end zone. The two-point conversion is successful, and game on. Lead is down to 3 here in the fourth quarter. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here's Berrios on the return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Texans offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. On the give, this is Mixon. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. Now the Colts will use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to this second down play. On the handoff, it's Mixon. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard, but that's it. This crowd into it now as we get to third down. Now Stroud. They try to work the screen with Mixon. Good pickup of 16 on that screen play and a first down.
And that first down should all but do it, Mike. With only one remaining timeout, the defense just can't stop the clock enough. Got to imagine it's victory formation, and we're a couple kneels away from this game being over.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. A run here with Mixon. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down. On the ground, it's Mixon. He'll pop this ahead for about 4, but it will set up 3rd down. from the shotgun. C.J. Stroud. To the left side. And caught by Schultz.
And now it's decision time, Mike. And I'll tell you, this is why coaches get paid the big bucks. The question comes down to, do you trust your offense to put this game away and come up with a first down? Or do you punt the ball back and say, okay, defense, let's not give them any good field position? This is a big decision right here. I can't wait to see what he does.
So that one's going to land out of bounds, and the official's going to mark it right at the 20-yard line. The Colts offense ready for this next possession. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. Richardson going to look to throw. Trying the left side and caught by Pittman. They'll come up now for 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, Richardson. He'll look deep for Pittman. He's got it! And he's out of bounds inside the 30. It's a big play when they needed it the most. 45 yards.
Defensively, you put so much effort about defending the middle of the field. You know that's the valuable real estate every offense is looking to attack. But what does that do, Mike? It makes you a little susceptible to the throws outside the numbers, and it leads to a chunk play.
So now, a big spot coming here. This to potentially send us to overtime. So here we go. Big spot for the rookie. This one he's got to have. This one is on target, and it is good. And we are almost certainly bound for overtime.
And that's just a big-time kick right there. I mean, think about all the things running through this kicker's head. He knows if he misses it, this game's over. But he's cool. He's calm. He steps up, takes a deep breath, and he knocks it through to extend this game.
Final seconds here, overtime looming on the horizon as they kick it off. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. This is 1st and 10. Here's Stroud. Now a deep ball here for Collins. And that's going to be incomplete. They took one last chance here in regulation. It does not pan out, and we are headed to overtime. Four quarters could not determine a winner. We get back underway here in overtime. Here's Berrios on the return. And they will finally get him down, but he gets all the way close to the 40-yard line. The Texans offense ready to take over possession of the football. This one, everything we could have hoped for to this point. All even at 14. They'll start this drive with first down. Stroud going to set up to throw. To the left side, into the hands of Collins.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. They'll run with Mixon. He'll take this for a couple, but the official signal, he has enough. First down.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
They'll go play action with Stroud. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
A 2nd down throw for Stroud. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
So, after 2 straight incompletions, here's 3rd and 10. Off the play fake, here's Stroud. Backs to his tight end, Schultz. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
And he didn't give the Gunners a chance to get down there and make a play for him. It's into the end zone. And a touchback. Here's the Indianapolis offense. Now as they get set to take over once more, they'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll start with Taylor. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Throwing, Richardson. That one into the hands of Downs. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. Third and a yard. They'll try and run for this. It's Taylor. He's going to have a Colts first down. They get 5 on 3rd and 1.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
Now it's Richardson. He'll keep it.
The key to running the read option, Mike, is that the timing has to be just right. If it's too slow getting going, a lot of the times defenders can get in the backfield and cause havoc. And that's exactly what happened here.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12.
The play. winning his route versus man coverage, or catching this pass, because that quarterback, he put a little extra sauce on that one to get it there on time, and he's able to secure a really nice catch.
You don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. Throwing is Richardson. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. He's going to have the first down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
And they'll take this down inside the 35.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. To the left side and taken in by Downs. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. From the gun, Richardson. They go right back to Downs. He's got it again. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Richardson to throw here on 1st and 10. The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
Feels like they needed that sack this entire drive. It feels like the defense was really on their heels. The offense was taking it to them really however they wanted to. So to be able to take a deep breath now, disrupt the rhythm of the drive by getting that sack, that might go a long way now to allow them to get off the field.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Richardson will give it to Taylor. And he's able to find a crease, get ahead for 7, and he'll bring up 3rd down. Now Richardson. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on 3rd down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up 4th down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6?
So now out comes the field goal unit in this pressure spot. This one to win it in overtime. This kick is good. He got it. It took overtime, but they will walk off the field with the victory. So it's a win for the Colts. This was a close-fought game. They were able to get themselves into field goal range here at OT. The final kick sailed through the uprights to finally close out this victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Colts, winners here in the Circle City, as we say so long from Indianapolis.